as we were discussing before, it's the disbursement form, which is used for paying bills, honorariums, reimbursement, and non-employees. Some of the non-employees are people that are visiting professors and people of that such. So let's go ahead and try to begin a disbursement form. So if you go to your left side of your screen, you'll see it has an action menu. And that action menu tells you, when you first pull it up, you have a dashboard. And that dashboard shows you all that BA3 forms entails. But we're going to go to the top tab where it says Form. Click on that Forms button. And then over to your right-hand side, you'll see an action menu. And in that action menu, it asks you what exactly you would want to do. You can utilize the action menu, or you can utilize across the top of your screen where it says there's a request for disbursement and other forms that we'll be using. So if you click on either one, add a new document for a request for disbursement. And as you can see, each form has at the top cross, it tells you to submit the form, but you know that in doing these on a regular basis, you have to have all your documentation, all the information that you need, your student ID, employee or an employee ID. You'll need your vendor information and where it's going, who you're paying. Your vendor ID, of course, is that person's identification number that we give for the University of Louisville. You'll also need your speed type information, and there's BA3 number at the top here. You know, we utilize that to keep for tracking, record tracking in our department, and so you'll need that. And as you can see, it exemplifies the same document that you would use off the controller's website. So once you key all that information in, if you scroll down to the bottom, you also put down who's paying for what department, what speed type, what account number you're going to use, the amount of it, and then whoever has signature authority. Once you do that, you scroll back up to the top, just verify all the information is correct, and then you will submit that documentation. Once you submit, as you can see, it will give you a generated document that you can go ahead and print. And you will right-click to print it. Once you right-click to print, you'll produce your document off the printer. Okay, and so the next form will be your travel forms. So as you can see on your form tab, you see that you do not. Do you have a travel expense voucher? It does show. I thought it was coming up with something else. So click on your travel expense voucher. Then add a new. Now, as you can see, this is nothing like our travel expense vouchers from the controller's office. It's totally different, but the information is basically almost the same as doing a disbursement. You will need your vendor number, which identifies that person, the student ID or employee ID, depending on who you're reimbursing. Then you will need your speed type, your project code, and the project code is, and it represents what speed type you're utilizing. So say, for instance, you use speed type off the top of my head, CO333. CO333 belongs to several doctors. And whichever doctor you're doing this for, whichever employee is underneath that supervisor, you would utilize that project